Right, it's Dave here with my wife, Cathy, as always.
Hello.
We are on the way to the cinema, and we're going to go see X-Men: Apocalypse. So, Cathy, following you somehow you hate the Marvel movies, but yet we're somehow going to another Marvel movie. It's not by Marvel Studios, I guess. Is that the loophole? Is it if it's by a different production company, you're okay to go to it?
Yeah. Well, mainly there's nothing else on tonight, so that's the primary reason for going.
No, I think you pretty much swore off all Marvel movies.
I didn't mean. I meant the ones like.
Oh, you meant the
I
ones
meant the Captain
that
America
are,
ones and all those
that are
kind
good.
Of, that universe.
Oh, that
Even
universe.
Though
okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
So if it's 20th Century Fox X-Men universe, that's okay.
I don't have an issue per se with comic book movies, and I like Deadpool, and I liked the last X-Men, but then Dave reminded me I had it confused. I thought that there was one movie with James McAvoy.
Okay, give
Michael
me a quick.
Fassbender, and apparently there's two, so I can't remember which is which. But I know I've seen them both.
Give me a quick synopsis of the X-Men movies and your relationship with them.
I don't mind them. I never find them memorable, so I don't really remember them. But I fancy Patrick Stewart.
You fancy it?
And I love Jennifer Lawrence. So, and I like Nicholas Hoult. So that's kind of my general vibe with the movie. But I wouldn't say I'm particularly interested. But I've heard that it's better than shit.
Wait, you've heard that it's better than shit?
Yeah, like people are saying they've had very low expectations and then it's actually not that bad.
Well, the reviews haven't been good, let's be honest.
Yeah.
My expectations are low. I'm a big X-Men fan. I love all those movies. Well, except X-Men 3 and the first Wolverine one.
Oh yeah, I didn't see any of the Wolverine ones.
Yeah,
I've skipped those.
Actually, the second Wolverine one was good. But without going into too much detail, I tend to like those movies. But this one, just from the off, the trailers had me a bit cold. It looks really too serious, a little bit dull. I mean, that's my sort of...
So like all superhero movies now.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this was a very long intro. So basically, we both have low expectations. So fingers crossed we're proven wrong.
All right.
We want to enjoy a movie when we go to see it.
Well,
but we both have enjoyed X-Men movies in the past. That's fair to say.
The last one was great. You got to admit
I did
that.
like it. I just don't remember it.
All right, you liked it, but you don't remember it, and I'm mixing it up with the other movie.
Yeah.
All right, great. Good summary. All right, that's our brief introduction over. We're nearly at the cinema, so let's do our catchphrase. Here we go. Now, it's one more, like Super Mario. Here we go.
Together, we will cleanse the earth.
Everything they've built will fall, and from the ashes of their world, we'll build a better one.
I've never felt power like this before.
So, what the hell? You loved that. I know because you just turned to me at the end of it and said, I loved that.
Yeah. Well, I really
I don't
enjoyed
understand
it.
you sometimes.
I really enjoyed it. What do you think?
What? You loved it?
In that moment, I loved it. Already, it's kind of slowly fading from my mind, but I really enjoyed it.
Fading from your mind. So we saw, like 2 weeks ago, we saw Captain America: Civil War, which I swear is one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen. And you bitched about it for 25 minutes, and then we just watched that, which was probably the most bland.
Did you think? Bland?
Run-of-the-mill superhero movie I've ever seen. That was just paint by numbers.
Interesting.
Oh,
it's funny.
And you loved it.
Well,
so explain to me what you loved about that. And also, I think we should do a spoiler warning here because I'd like to.
You need a few spoilers,
talk into some detail here.
Well, okay. Look, I didn't love it, but I really enjoyed it.
That's what you said. You said you loved it.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I really was really enjoying it. And well, I think first of all, what I really liked about it is, at a basic level, there was a beginning, middle, and end, and it was a self-contained movie, and.
So what you loved about it was that it was a movie.
No, I'm just saying when I compare it to something because you brought up Captain America, that was just like epilogue to one movie and a prologue to the next movie. This was like, first of all, it was really self-contained, right? I thought the setup was really good. I really liked all the ancient Egyptian stuff at the start. I think it's weird to take an actor like Oscar Isaac, who I love, by the way, is my favourite actor, and have him essentially face. I wouldn't have known it was Oscar Isaac if you hadn't told me.
And would you agree he was completely wasted?
Completely wasted.
And there was a one-note villain.
No, I actually liked the villain.
But like, what's the villain's motivation to be a god and rule the world?
Yeah, but look, right. That aside, we can get into that. But just as why I liked it was, I could follow the plot. I wasn't relying on having seen other movies, but along the way I kept remembering the other X-Men movies and seeing, like, I loved that it was the younger versions of characters that I started to remember as the movie went on. I love that it was set in the 80s. That was really fun.
See, I don't think they did enough with the 80s
Yeah,
setting.
they didn't go full 80s, but there was enough 80s. And I also liked the cast is amazing.
The cast
that's
is
an
exceptional.
amazing, exceptional
Like
cast.
when you're so right.
Well, there's 20 amazing actors in that movie.
The casting is very, very good, and like hats off to the casting director. Even on the new members, like Sophie Turner was a great
she was
Jean
amazing.
Grey.
Oh
Very,
my
very
god,
good.
I was so not expecting her to
Oh,
come on.
and the new Nightcrawler, I don't know who that actor
was
is.
awesome.
He stole the show.
The young Halle Berry, whatever her name is,
She was pretty cool. Didn't get to do enough though.
Yeah, but the other thing I liked about it was there was loads and loads of characters, and I felt like each character, except for Olivia Munn, who was terrible, we'll get to her. Each new character, we actually got a sense of them. And I felt like I know who they are. Like, a lot of my problem watching other movies is movies like that is I don't know who people are or what they're doing. But this was like I knew who they were. I had a sense of them, and they all had there was loads of subplots going on that were like I was genuinely engaged in all of them. Whereas, like, again, because you brought up Captain America, there was essentially one plot in that movie, right? And we just trudged through it. But this was like, it didn't feel 2.5 hours to me.
I would say Captain America. Look, and we're not going to get into.
No, we won't. But this just felt like to me it moved along.
That
I
had
enjoyed all
subplots
the
as well.
All right. Well, there was very different ones here, and introducing a lot of new characters, which I like. And then I kept going, oh wait, that's Jean Grey. Oh wait, that's the guy who wears sunglasses, whose eyes shoot things. Oh wait, I just enjoyed that element of just silly.
Everyone's favorite character, the guy with sunglasses who shoots things.
I just thought, like, for what it was, perfect, like, fluffy blockbuster, but with a really great cast that elevated it. I mean, you've got Jennifer Lawrence, who's amazing. You've got James McAvoy, who so cool by the end, looks exactly like Patrick Stewart because he's bald by the end. Spoiler. You've got Michael Fassbender, who's a really good actor, but had some really dodgy scenes, I would say.
Okay, can I segue there? So many problems with the writing in that movie.
Yeah.
My God.
In Michael Fassbender scenes.
It was like, Michael Fassbender, one of the great actors, he needed to pull a Harrison Ford. You do the same thing you did in the last review, where you're trying to go the wrong way at the same exact...
It's good. I'm getting excited by the reviews.
Michael Fassbender, great actor, but he should have done a Harrison Ford on Empire Strikes Back and said, guys, you can't actually say this kind of thing.
Yeah, his lines were terrible.
In the moment where his daughter and wife died, he goes, what have I become?
And he also said,
who am I?
He said, not my babies. And I was like, so your wife's your baby then?
Not my babies, what have I become?
Also, in every movie, he's like, I'm a baddie. Oh, wait, actually, I'm not a baddie.
Yes, exactly. When are they just going to fucking cop on and just lock him up or kill him? Like,
but he was fine by the end of it, though. Him and Xavier were besties again.
This is like the third time. They're retreading so many plots with those two.
Yeah, they were retreading
Not
plots.
cool. And sorry, I have to get rid of my gripes with the screenplay, right? Mm-hmm. The most cliched, hackneyed American US president bunker scenes.
Yeah, the bunker scenes were terrible.
Since like Deep. This is
but
Deep
I enjoyed
Impact,
it. See, I love Deep Impact.
Levels.
I love Armageddon.
My God, they even had an exposition scene of a scientist explaining to us how magnetism works, and that we're all in trouble because you see Magneto is using the Earth's core.
See, I don't mind that.
My God.
Yeah, I just
all
love a good disaster. Like,
no, I'm sorry, I'm
fun.
not finished. And the end when it's all over, our prayers have been answered.
Yeah, that was funny.
There was a lot of come on, it's like.
Oh, but I'm not saying those scenes were good. I'm just saying as a whole, I actually was engaged from start to finish and felt like, I mean, Sansa is awesome. Oh, and also that guy who can slow down time. He was amazing in the last movie as well.
Technically, he's not slowing down time. He's just
so
fast.
Oh, okay.
That's the speed that the world moves for
him.
And he
was
amazing.
Yeah,
and
I remembered
it was a show stealer.
As that came on, I was like, I love that in the last movie. And also that really cool Sky Movies promo they just made with him.
But then it's a lot of retreads, right? In a way, okay? It's like they know that in the last movie his scene stole the show, so they kind of did the same thing. Fine, and it was great, and they kind of upped the ante.
Plus, it felt a bit Guardians of the Galaxy because they had a really cool 80s music on with him as well.
Yeah, that was
really
very
fun.
Good. But now, do you feel like it's just like they're ticking the boxes now with these movies? They've seen what's worked, and now it's just it felt a bit like executive level. This worked, so we have to put in a scene with Quicksilver and he's listening to some music. Let's do that again. And
I
also,
wouldn't say-
let's put in another F-bomb again because everyone loves that F-bomb scene. And I felt
I don't know why, but okay,
that
but
F-bomb scene with Magneto
I don't think. I think
so
it's very cynical of you to say, "Oh, an executive said put in that scene."
It felt
because
cynical.
No,
Everything
but
in
that was
movie felt
that was
cynical to
you
me.
could feel that was like one of the most enjoyable scenes of the movie. So why are you giving out about it?
What,
You
when
enjoyed it too.
Michael Fassbender said the F-bomb.
No, when the guy slowed down time.
No,
and-
that was great.
Yeah,
that's
not
okay.
that's not a cynical executive thing. That's
No, it's
fun.
not. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that it's ticking the boxes. All that movie didn't really bring
But that's what
anything
that movie is.
original.
Like that's what it's supposed to be.
No, but it's
It's a
supposed.
comic
It
book
should
movie.
progress. It should bring something new to the table.
But what's it going to bring?
All
It's
right.
a prequel.
Days of Future Past.
I felt it
Wh-
linked up perfectly with the like early noughties movies, which is what it's a prequel to.
This is my issue. It didn't so much link up perfectly with them. It just kind of retread a lot of ground. The whole Weapon X program. See, you have vague memories
I
of
didn't
these
get that.
movies, but I have very strong memories of these movies, and I've seen it all before and done better, in fact, by the same director. X-Men 2 did the whole Weapon X thing.
See, I don't
that
remember it.
underground bunker thing with Wolverine. It's like this is
Oh,
the
Wolverine's
third,
cameo, that was cool.
This is the third time we've
Wolverine's
seen
cameo, come
General
on.
Stryker and the Adamantium program. Blah blah blah.
Okay, so you're refusing to admit Wolverine's
fine.
cameo was
Wolverine's
awesome.
cameo would have been a nice surprise if we hadn't been ruined in the ads.
Was it ruined for me? I've never seen any ads for it.
Well, lucky you.
Yeah. So I didn't. Oh yeah, sorry. I should have clarified. I haven't seen a single ad for this. So I was
Okay,
like, oh,
well-
it's Wolverine. Oh, it's Sansa. Oh, it's.
Maybe that's part of my
Yeah.
disappointment here because I felt like there was nothing in that movie that surprised me or amazed me. I did get a few laughs out of it.
It was fun.
There was some enjoyable bits. I must say the whole climax was just a blur of a wall of brown CG.
It's interesting you think that because normally I'm not into big like set piece battle scenes. And
But you were into that
I
one.
was
What's
into it.
happening?
I don't
Are we
know.
movie compatible on
No,
any level?
I think it was because, first of all, they have like a range of powers, so that's fun. And then I liked seeing them. What I really liked about it, I guess, and maybe it's different from big set pieces in Captain America, was that they were very young students and they're just learning how to use their powers. So it was kind of fun watching them do that, like the guy with his eyes. And I love the German. What's he called? With the tail.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was excellent.
He was really fun, and I love seeing Jennifer Lawrence's character come into her own of, oh, I don't want to be a teacher, you know, I'm not a hero, and then by the end, because she's such a great screen presence anyway, and then you really felt like these people were in awe of her, and she stepped into that leader role, and I thought that was really cool. And I love Sophie Turner. She was awesome, and spoiler alert in this week's Game of Thrones, she's awesome in that as well. So we've just seen her like own two huge franchises and be like the coolest person on screen.
And in a
And
similar,
she's in a scene with Jennifer Lawrence. I was dying watching the two of them.
kind of a similar character arc for both of those characters as well. In that they start quite meek and afraid, and then kind of really grow into their own and really like.
It was cool. It was like female
Go full
empowerment.
throttle with the power.
And I can't remember her name, but the character who played the one that Halle Berry plays in the later movies.
Storm.
Yeah, I liked her too.
Yeah, but she was kind of wasted. And
She wasn't wasted. I think there was just she didn't have enough screen time.
Her and Psylocke were wasted, and the Angel guy,
Who was
like
Psylocke?
the Olivia Munn. Or
Oh my
whatever her
god!
name is. Waste
Okay,
of time.
I just said the words female empowerment. She had the most disgusting outfit.
She was basically wearing
She was
some
dressed like a sex doll.
Yeah, exactly. She was
I can't believe
she
what
was
she was wearing.
basically dressed as
I
an
was
action
horrified.
figure.
I was horrified, and she's a good actress.
She was
and I
wasted.
don't know what she was doing in that role.
And I'm sorry, what little nitpicky thing here at the end? Like, what was the motivation for Storm to just suddenly decide? No, I'm
because
gonna.
Jennifer Lawrence was her hero. They established that earlier, and she saw the guy attacking Jennifer Lawrence,
Okay.
and she came to her senses. So it makes sense that she would have sided with the evil guy at the start because she had never met a fellow mutant before. So she was kind of coaxed along by him.
All
Then
right.
she's posters of Jennifer Lawrence on her bedroom wall. So, but back to the villain anyway. So you thought he was terrible.
I thought he was boring. Wants to destroy the world. Wants to rule the world.
What was
We've
his
seen it
voice,
a
the way
million
kind of
times.
echoed?
Like
I
Michael
didn't get that.
Fassbender has always been a more interesting villain.
But he wasn't a villain in this at all.
But no,
he just
but
briefly had a moment where he decided to like.
well, that's the thing. They just
disrupt the
retread
earth.
loads of ground with him. Can we also a totally separate matter? It's been 20 years in this universe since First Class.
Has it?
Yeah, it's 10 years between every movie.
Oh,
None of them have
you mean
aged
in the movie
a
it's
day.
20 years.
I think they kind of reference this at the beginning when Charles says about Moira, oh, look, she hasn't aged a day.
Oh,
But
I forgot about her. I don't remember her from the last movie at all. And her name's like Moira McGifferty or something.
Moira McTaggart.
McTaggart.
Well, on that note, did you notice
remember
Michael Fassbender slipping into his Irish accent
Yeah.
1 million times? My
He
name
said,
is Magneto.
My name is Magneto. But what accent was he supposed to have? Because I couldn't tell. Was he supposed to be English
he's
or
kind of
Polish
supposed to just have a pot. He's supposed to be Ian McKellen, right? So he's...
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Also, what accent does Halle Berry have in the newer movies? Does she have an Egyptian accent? I don't remember
She just
that.
kind of has a boring American accent.
Oh,
I
right, okay,
think.
yeah.
But the character is supposed to be Egyptian.
Yeah,
Look,
I know what you mean. Well, look, Jennifer Lawrence wouldn't age anyway because she changes her own form, so she wouldn't. I assume she would pick
No.
herself to look younger. But do
But
you
they
know who
didn't
was also
quite
really
age
good?
them
Nicholas
up.
Hoult as Beast. I love him.
Yeah, but he didn't really do much. And
He seemed the kind of shittest superhero though.
another lame bit of writing was when they go to see Return of the Jedi and the most shoehorning,
Yeah, I know.
like self-awareness reference. Like, oh my god!
They said the
It's
third
like
movie's always the worst.
after the same production company that produced the most self-aware movie ever, Deadpool. Lately, which was much better than this. And also on that note, I know you were very unhappy that we stuck around for the end credit
it was
scene.
terrible.
And I agree, it was a complete waste of time. I'm not a comic book geek enough to even understand the reference.
I didn't.
But basically, what was the payoff was some guy in a suit put something in a briefcase. Come on, who gives a shit?
Yeah, if you're listening to this though, surely if you are, you've seen the movie already, and you're probably our friend.
I don't even give a shit
watch the
to
end credit
Google
scene.
it because I don't
Don't
care.
watch the
I'm
end
so
credit
angry.
scene.
Why didn't they put Deadpool in
And
there?
it took like 10 minutes.
They
for
own
it to come up.
Deadpool. Put him in there.
Um,
Anyway, we're nearly home.
What else
and
do we have to say?
We'll wrap it
I
up.
thought it looked. We saw it in 2D, but I thought it looked like it would be awesome in 3D. There's a lot of 3D stuff going on there.
No, I just think I would have got a headache.
Okay, well,
I already
so
have
we
a
always differ. I like 3D. Dave doesn't. Mainly because Dave wears his glasses under the 3D glasses. So it looks quite strange when he goes to a 3D movie. But there was fun. Like there was lots of laughs in it, wasn't there?
Yeah, there were a good few laughs. There was some good character chemistry. Like I like all the characters. Great cast, as you said. I just want to see them in a different movie.
It's just weird. Why have we had such different reactions to this movie?
Because that was a boring. It was a boring. Like
But
it was
why
like
did I not
2012.
think it was boring?
It was it was like a. Maybe because you
Is it
really
'cause I
love
like
those
disaster
cheesy
movies? Yeah, I
disaster
like cheesy
movies.
disaster movies.
And that's kind of what it was.
But
at the
there was
heart of
just,
it.
for me, there was like a good few scenes where I was like, oh wow, this is a really fun scene. And I just think I just got so excited whenever Sansa was on screen as well. And also but I would say, and I love Oscar Isaac, I'm shocked that he was in that movie because if you hadn't told me it was him,
Well, he just brought
he's
nothing to the role.
unrecognised. Like he wasn't bad by any means. It's just it could have been me in that role
Well, he
because
was
it was
just
a
covered
robot
in-
voice. He was in a sort of suit and like had a mask on. So
And his prosthetics were terrible.
but what didn't
And
it look
lame.
really cool at the end when James McAvoy looked exactly like Patrick Stewart?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Well, it just made him bald.
Yeah, well, yeah, and the fake nose.
Anyway, we're home.
Anyway, we're home. But yeah,
I'm-
I'm sad you didn't enjoy it though.
No, I didn't hate it. It was fine. It's just disappointing, I thought, because I really like those movies. It just didn't really bring anything.
But you
new
didn't think
to
it was
the
going to
table.
be any good though, right? So you shouldn't be that
I know, but I was
disappointed.
I thought I had lowered my expectations so low that I would have at least been partially surprised. But I just was kind of, it met my expectations.
And look,
Exactly.
I probably will have entirely forgotten it by next week, but I really enjoyed it. I think it's perfect kind of popcorn.
Well, I'm glad.
blockbuster. And it
I
didn't
understand
feel
you.
2.5 hours long to
I
me.
understand you even less than I thought. Right, we're here now. Anyway,
Alright, okay.
let's wrap it up. Bye now.
Bye.